up, guys? How we doing? It's been a while, but I'm back and I got a massive live stream for you today. Now, this is really big. You're not gonna want to miss this because I'm gonna show you how my app made an extra few $1,000s in just the last couple of days. And it's not the way that you think. It's not from selling my app. It's not from a huge amount of new users or volume coming in, although there has been a bit of that. I made this money from a new method that is completely untapped, and I can literally guarantee that you haven't heard about this before. No, also, I just want to mention, I'm not going to sell you a course. This isn't a scam. This video is all about where you build and how you can leverage what you build to make money, even if your app isn't profitable. Like, I know this sounds completely bogus, but I'm going to share everything and it's all going to make sense soon. So please, please, please just give me a couple minutes because I promise you, I'm going to completely change the way that you think about developing apps as a whole. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to show my app revenue because I want to show you this so that you can see how much money I've made from real users, okay? So you can see it's gone down a little bit. This is because the whole crypto market has just tanked, but we're on 1,700 Australian dollars. If you can see this tiny little writing here, it's gone up a little bit. I pulled up the last live stream so you can see, but it was at 9.05 Solana here, and it was trading at $212 per Solana. So now we're at 9.22 Solana, so it's gone up a fair bit, but we're trading at nearly a $40 decrease per Solana, okay? Now, I just wanted to share that so you can see how much traction my app has gained so far. Now, with this amount of money, I'm still at a loss, okay? We haven't actually hit profitability yet because the app itself cost me a few $1,000s to build. So the amount of money that's come in right now, we're still at a loss. We're not even at break even yet, right? Now, if I told you that I made an additional 3 to 4 times this revenue in the last couple of days, and I'm gonna show you live on stream, would you believe me? Probably not. But what if I told you that you could have done this as well? Just because, and by the way, like I did this just because I was very strategic, not about what the app was or, you know, doing market research or anything like that. Obviously I did that, right? But it's because I was very strategic and super specific about where I launched this app. You see, your skill set can be more valuable in one area over another. And I'm going to show you proof in a minute, but first I want to give you some context. You see, a lot of people don't know this, but the first dollar I ever made was generating AI images for old ladies on Etsy. And I know this sounds crazy here. You can see if you go to my YouTube channel, right? The very first video that I make is I'm broke. And then you can see right after that, I started going hard on Etsy. And I was selling these AI generated images to old ladies on Etsy. And the reason that I know that they're old ladies is because I would always see their like little profile picture on the screen. And it was always like old ladies and aunties and stuff like that. And I would basically sell these AI generated bundled theme images. So like, you know, Christmas, I'd have like a Christmas bundle and Easter bundle and all sorts of things, Halloween. And I tried to find a screenshot. I couldn't find one, but about a year of generating AI images on Etsy, a full year, and I made around like $6,000, okay? It wasn't bad. Like, as someone who had never made that large sum of money before, especially online, it was decent. But, and you know, by the end of it, I was probably making like $500 passive a month, you know? Like people just buy your listings and you don't really need to update them too much or anything like that. Now, during this time, I actually went through a breakup, okay? My ex cheated on me, All right. And, you know, I was devastated. I was pretty distraught. And what actually happened was I stopped generating images on Etsy for a week. Okay. Because I was just upset and I was like, man, fuck this shit. And so I stopped generating images on Etsy. And what actually happened was I had all this free time. And, you know, my chat already knows, but if you're new here, I'm very big on crypto. I've been in crypto my whole life. And so I had this entire week free. And I was like, you know what? I know how to generate images with AI. I'm going to make an NFT collection. And, you know, my sad boy self, like, I'm a bit depresso. I'm trying to figure shit out. And I'm like, I'm going to do this. And so I get all my skills that I learnt from Etsy generating AI images for a week straight. And I started an NFT collection, right? I generated like 1,000 cute cats, okay? It wasn't anything crazy. And like, I'm just doing this shit for fun as well. So I actually sold it for free. Like, I wasn't even charging any money. I was like, you know what? I'm going to sell this for free. I've got 1,000 cute cats here. Whoever wants them can have them. And this collection blows up. I'm going to try and find the link. I'm going to try to find the link real quick for you guys. But this collection of cute cats blows up. And, you know, it was nothing crazy. Like, I just was like, I just want to launch like cool art that I generated. There's 1,000 of them for free. Whoever wants it can have it. And this collection literally blew up, okay? Like, the whole collection sold out within like 4 seconds. It just went crazy. And what I actually did was, as the creator of this collection, I actually kept 100 for myself. And so I sold the whole, you can see the supply up here. There was 1,113. And I kept 100 for myself, sold the other 900 or 1,000 or whatever it was. And this collection went from, you know, 100, 200, 300, 400, went to $600 a pop. And they were selling for free initially. And my mind was like melting. I was like, holy shit, I have 100 of these and I was selling them. And in just this 1 week, I was able to generate $20,000. Okay? $20,000 in 1 week selling AI generated images. Now, before you go out and try and do this yourself, I have to preface that this opportunity is not around anymore. Okay? I have rinsed and repeated this. I've launched a lot of art collections in the past and made some good money out of it. But what I want you to take home with this is that, you know, this skill set that I had garnered from Etsy, you know, it took me an entire year to generate $6,000. And, you know, my ex cheating on me was likely a blessing in disguise because it made me, you know, try something new during my free time. And I managed to make 3 times that amount of money in only 1 week. Okay. And this completely changed the perspective and shifted my mind on like how I should use this skill set. Okay. Now that I've got the context out the way, I want to tell you how I actually made a decent amount of money with this app. Okay. So with crypto, there's quite a negative stigma around crypto. Okay. And I could totally get it. You know, there's scams, there's all sorts of shit going around and people don't understand, like, you know, like people are scared. But it's also because of this negative stigma that's created a lot of opportunity, because the people who are willing to take the risk and the people who are willing to, you know, jump out and try things end up sometimes making a lot of money. Okay. So when you're building an app, most people think there's 2 options, okay? You got Apple and Android. It's like, oh, where do I launch? Where do I launch? Now, what if I told you there was a 3rd option and it is way more beginner friendly, it is easier to market, and it rewards you as well? Now, what do I mean by this? So if you're not familiar with crypto, like let's take Starbucks, for example. if you were to go and get a coffee from Starbucks, they have a loyalty program. You get a coffee, and then, let's say you order 10 coffees and you get one free, right? Now, the thing with crypto is everything is financialized. So for you to interact with an app, you need to have a wallet. So it's really easy to track users with their wallets, meaning it's actually quite easy to incentivize users through monetary value. Because picture this, right? Imagine Starbucks tried to reward their customers with like share prices, with like a small amount of their stock. Like how hard would that be to implement? You buy a coffee and you get like a little percentage of a share. Like that would be so hard to do, right? But crypto, it's super easy because everyone has a wallet and you just track users with their wallets. And so it's really easy to send crypto to like users that have been using your platform. And so a really viral marketing tactic that a lot of protocols use is they just give out crypto. And so here's an example that I found on Twitter. I'll move my camera, but you can see. You can see this guy's super thankful. This is the biggest allocation I got from Meteora, but total up is around 173,000 Met. Now, at the time of this drop, we call them airdrops, okay? Now, at the time of this drop, a single Met token was about 50 cents. So in this screenshot alone, you can see this guy, just from using this platform, made like around $35,000, okay? It sounds insane, right? But if you actually reverse engineer it, it starts to make a little sense because the users that use your app make the value of your app go up, means you can now actually, talk to the venture capitalists and ask for more money during your raise. You make more money, and then your users, you want to benefit them, so you give them a bit of your token. Now, a lot of these crypto apps, they make a lot of revenue as well, hundreds of thousands of dollars a day. And so they're able to, fund their users. And, it's also a marketing tactic for the projects as well, because people are going to see the token do well. They're going to be like, what's that? They're going to look at the platform, etc., right? So this is just one example of an airdrop. Now, these airdrops happen quite frequently, but they're not all good, okay? There's a lot of bogus airdrops out there. There's a lot of ones that don't really mean anything. You get like pennies in return. But this was one of the more successful ones, okay? Now, back to the app development. When you build apps, you think there's only two options, Apple and Android. But what if I told you there was a third option? And I'm holding it right here. Now, what is this phone? This phone is the Solana Seeker mobile, okay? And it's basically this right here. So it's this page right here. So this is a crypto phone, and it's backed by the official Solana team. These guys, right? 3.6 million followers. These guys are like one of the biggest cryptocurrencies in the world. They're valued at like over $100 billion, okay? And these guys found out that close to half of the users on crypto are going on crypto through their mobile devices. So what they've done is they've actually created an entirely new project completely based around creating a mobile device that is built for crypto. It's got an inbuilt wallet. It's, got a fingerprint scanner for like sending transactions, all sorts of good stuff. And with this, they had their own reward system. Now, I'm going to show you. So I'm on my phone right now, okay? As a user, I would basically go on this app store and I would, download apps and test it, okay? Try out stuff. I'd also use it as I would a normal phone. Bear in mind, I still have my iPhone with me, but I was kind of just using this just for the crypto side of things. And, you can even see I've been testing my apps on there. All mine are in Sway. Yeah, super cool, right? And so if you go to the wallet section, you can see they actually have like a little tracking activity screen here. And this lets you see like, okay, so if I do these tasks daily, you can see daily use. I haven't been very active, but you can kind of see like they're tracking stuff, right? Why are they tracking stuff? Because they want to reward their users. Because if they reward their users, then more people are going to buy the phone, more people are going to use the phone, then more users are going to come in, and eventually everything just goes up. And so this is my allocation for using this mobile device. As a user, by the way, this isn't as a developer. You can see that I am rewarded with 40,000 of their token, which is called SKR, okay? You can see it right there, right? Now, what is this mythical, magical number? So you can see over here the pre-market price of an SKR token. Now, the token isn't live yet. The token's actually going to be live in a few hours, and I'm probably going to claim it live as well, just for everyone to see. So if you want to stick around for that, feel free. But you can see the pre-market price of an SKR token right now. So if we were to do the maths, and we got 40,000 of this token, the pre-market price, we basically made $312, okay? That's US as well. And now that's as a user. But one of the main reasons that I actually developed on this in the first place was because they benefit developers. Because think about it. For the iPhone to be as successful as it is, for Android to be as successful as it is, they need a cohort of strong developers to create things to do on the device in the first place. iPhone, Android, they got Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, all of these big teams, behemoths, are making more use cases for you on your mobile device. So wouldn't it make sense for the Seeker team, for these guys to want to benefit their developer network? And that's exactly what they did. So I'm going to show you now how much money I made as a developer, okay? And this is outside of the users, okay? This is outside of the users that I got, because this is the real money that I generated through users. You can see 816 total users. The amount of money that's gone through my app, $624,000. But now, if I go to my developer portal, let's see if I remember my password. You can see on the top left here, there is a Claim Your Seeker tab. Now, if I click on this, you're going to see that they rewarded me quite lucratively. They rewarded me with 750,000 SKR tokens. Now, if we look at the pre-market price, that's around 5,850 US dollars, okay? Now, this was a lot higher. You can see like the last couple of days, it was around 1.5 cents. But the crypto market has crashed recently. I have no idea why. And so it's this token is tanked. But this is just, I really wanted to show you guys this because I knew that this was going to happen. I knew that this team, I believed that this is a very strong team, and I knew that they wanted to reward their developers because in order for this project to be successful, they need to have a strong group of developers and they need to attract developers into their ecosystem. How do you do that? By rewarding the existing ones. So the ones that aren't in your ecosystem yet can see, and the ones that are in your ecosystem want to keep working in there. And so my app, Ore Miner, I made as a mobile app as well. You can see it right here on my mobile device. Right here, Ore Miner on the top left. But you could see, like, as a user, I was using this phone maybe like, I'd say 1 week out of every month, right? And I made 40,000 of the token, but as a developer, I made way more. And so altogether, we've made thousands of dollars, not even from the users that are joining my app, not even from the revenue that's been generated, but from literally choosing where to launch. And this is such a big deal, guys, because like I said with Etsy, how I wasn't able to, make anywhere near as much as until I launched on crypto. Like, it's all about where your skill set is more valuable. So I want you guys to genuinely consider, because I want to show you some new opportunities coming out now. So the first and most obvious one is Seeker, okay? If you go to the Seeker mobile, you can see season 2 has just started. So they're going to be doing another airdrop for season 2. And, if you want to learn more about it, you can just go to x.com/Solana mobile and just look at the documents, start reading into it. If you already have a pre-existing app, think about how can you integrate crypto to this app, all right? Also, anyone in chat that's typing, no, this is not pre-recorded. I am just trying to, share my story without getting distracted, because I get real distracted real easily. But yeah, that is the whole thing, right? Now, there's some upcoming opportunities that I want to share, and they're all crypto related. So just think about, like, if your app, whatever your app is there a way to integrate crypto? And I think the easiest one is literally just accept crypto payments. If you have a subscription app for a note-taking app, then just freaking accept crypto, man. Just let people use crypto. Like, what's the harm in letting people pay with crypto? There's no harm at all. There's attachments and plugins out there that you can just plug into your app. It's super easy. I don't know why you're not doing it. Even the founder of Solana, this guy's got 670,000 followers. He's posting Seeker. Like, it's a very legit coin, okay? Now, the next opportunity is, and a lot of people think of this as a meme coin launching project, but just yesterday they actually announced, so this is super fresh, that they're introducing a $3 million build in public hackathon, and it's brought to you by Pump Fun, and they want to completely reimagine how early stage projects are built and funded. Okay, now let's actually watch this video, because I haven't watched it yet.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with my co-fucker to proudly announce that we have raised $15 billion. We plan to invest those $15 billion into young founders, just to fuck them over and dump on retail when we exit. Oh, and good luck ever getting a hold of us unless
That's so Degen. That's so Degen. So you can see that they're really trying to push for young founders and teams to go hard on crypto, right? So think about this, right? Even if your product doesn't gain a lot of traction, but it still brings in like eyeballs, and like people are like, damn, that's a cool idea. These guys, you might have a shot at raising money. Like, you can see here the funds. Let's go through this post. We announced Pump Fund. It will advance the startup ecosystem on Pump Fund by aligning itself with projects long term. The fund's first initiative is the BIP Hackathon, which will fund 12 projects with $250K at 10 million val, giving mentorship with Pump Fund's founders and much more. What makes this hackathon different? Instead of having to please judges, VCs for money, blah, 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 okay? Now, the next thing I want to mention is, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know, but BridgeMind, I'm sure you guys know BridgeMind, right? Recently blew up. And he blew up because of a crypto. You can see Lavelcio, I never know how to pronounce his name. This guy's a really well-known app developer because he's completely solo, just built all these apps that are generating a shit ton of revenue, right? And he shouted out Bridgemind. Bit jealous, not gonna lie, but hey, I've been out for a week, so I can't complain. And this got the eyeball of a lot of crypto people, and they made him a coin. And Bridgemind, as you can see, was like, we're gonna launch Bridge Coin, and through Bridge, this coin, they've generated in the last 24 hours $1 million in volume. Now you can see from that $1 million, they were able to generate $23,000 in fees. Like, dude, let's look at Bridgemind right now. If you look at his earnings, look at this. He went from $3,100  4 days ago to $30,000 today. All because he launched this coin. So I want people to actually genuinely think about crypto as an opportunity to fund your projects. There's a trend going around in crypto right now where they want to fund new people, like new developers, new app developers, new, hustlers, new founders, and they want to support them. So tokenization is a very, very legitimate way to do that. What up, Dog Dixon? 2 reasons make people avoid crypto. First, the clients fear scams. Second reason, some governments don't allow crypto, and if you do, they're asking for a crazy tax cut. What up, Dog Dixon? Completely agree with you, brother. There are a lot of, things out there. Like, for example, AI. Like, ask AI any questions that you have, And usually 9 times out of 10, if you're scared of something and if you fear something, I feel like the reason you fear it and you're scared of it is because you don't fully understand it. And if you ask AI questions and you figure out like, okay, this is why this is happening, this is why that's happening, I can actually figure out my taxes through here, then it's going to help you understand, okay, like I can avoid these scams by doing this sort of preparation, and I can, figure out my tax by doing this. And dude, hey, if you need to pay tax, like, bro, isn't that a good problem to have? Like, if you're generating so much money that you need to pay a decent amount of tax, like, bro, you're cheering, right? And obviously, yeah, crypto is illegal in some countries, but it's also not in a lot of countries. So yeah, beware of security of the application you will vibe code, because vibe coding lacks security a lot of times. Completely agree with you. There are there are plugins out there that help with security. I use Privy. Privy.io is a wallet integration plugin that you can literally vibe code into your project, and it's built by Stripe, the literal Stripe company. And this literally handles your wallet integration and like all the security behind, storing wallet data, creating a transaction, etc. This handles the security. What up, Blues? How you doing? Long time no chat. What's up? Not a whole lot, man. I've actually landed back from New Zealand last night, and I wasn't able to live stream for an entire week, and I've missed doing this. I've missed talking to you guys, so I'm super energetic today because I finally get to live stream. So I'm happy to be here. If you missed the start of my live stream, please watch it, because I just gave you guys some mad alpha. So please watch it. My app literally generated a couple thousands of dollars. And I want to show you how I did it. So I explained it in detail at the very start of the live stream. If you want to watch that, jump back there. Bridgemind, he's already a developer, so he's aware of the security issues. But that's with anything that involves money. People scam more with cold hard money than crypto. There is a gray area in crypto and gray area real money. All right, but anyway, if you guys have any questions, in about the claim window for this is at 2 a.m. UTC. So if you look at current UTC time, it's 11:47 p.m. right now. So it's in about 2 hours. In about 2 hours, I'm going to be able to claim this amount of money, and I'm going to do it live on stream, and I'm going to convert it into dollars in front of everyone so you can see that my app generated this amount of money. So I'm keen to share that with you guys just to show it's completely legit. And yeah, we'll take it from the top. But what I do want to build today and what I want to focus on is the debugging of Sway. For those who don't know, I've been working on Sway, which is a prediction markets app. You can see it right here. And we're very close to launching. We have some last minute kind of debugging to do before we launch. But yeah, hope the start really helps with anyone curious on launching in crypto and how you can make your bag as well. Like, it's a lot. There is a lot of nuances involved with crypto. You know, you need to be able to understand what you're doing and how to do it. But once you get the hang of things, like, it is very, very possible to make a living on crypto. Okay? Very possible. But yeah, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? I live stream. I mean, I haven't live streamed for a week, but hey, I was away in New Zealand and I didn't have a desk or anything, so I couldn't live stream. But I'm going to be live streaming every single day now, so feel free to sub up if you haven't already. We're literally vibe coding until we hit 100K. Now, after this stream, we're probably going to be like 10% of the way there, which is quite exciting. But I'm excited to continue this journey with you guys. And, you know, maybe we'll break it. The goal is to catch up to Bridgemind. We're going to overtake him if we can. Anyway, this is really amazing. And if you also would want to build very good UI interface, I really suggest using Shad CN and use a theme from Tweak CN. All right, cheers, bro. I appreciate the feedback. I'll have to look into that. Now, so this is our Sway app right here. For those who don't know, we basically built a prediction markets aggregator for your mobile device. Markets. So the first issue that we found was on our mobile devices, the markets don't even load. So if I go to Sway right now, oh, it's loading now. Confirm I'm not from a restricted country. Okay, it's working now. But it wasn't working yesterday. So not sure why, but I guess we can't really debug it if we don't have the issue to look into right now. So what I want to do is this activity panel needs a bit of editing. So we've got this. When clicking, I've got my whisper flow now, so I can just talk. When clicking on an active position in the activity panel, it takes me to the discovery card. Now, before it takes me to the discovery card, I actually want to show a screen where it says sell or more. So it shows two buttons. One is sell, one is more. When users click more, it should then take them to the discovery card. But if they click sell, it should then give them the option to sell and choose how many shares or how much to sell. The sell modal we've already created, just show that. If market data doesn't load from the API, look into caching the error and displaying that on the client, and then maybe an option for the user to reload and retry and fetch the data again. That's a good idea. I think another thing is actually we created this feedback section here. If a user faces a problem in the app and an error comes up, can they have a quick send option where they are able to send us feedback and the feedback is just the error message that they received? Since we've already created the feedback modal, can we just connect it to that and it just auto sends when they click send? Actually, maybe it just should auto send. Actually, no, it makes sense because they could get like an error like not enough money in my wallet. I don't really want that sort of feedback. I need a feedback section for my app. Looks good. Yeah, dude. I think feedback is super important because I know that when we launch the beta for this app, there's going to be a lot of issues and people are going to want to report it. So yeah, definitely need like a feedback system, especially when like, you know, if you're a solo developer, you're not really going to be able to test everything and all the features and stuff like that. But hey, if anyone in chat wants to help with the test, let me know because that would be good. Man, I was really sad about seeing the price of Seeker today because, dude, you can see like here, it was at 2 cents at one point. When I first saw how much my allocation was, it was closer to like 6 cents. So it's dropped a lot, like so much that I wasn't expecting it to. But around here, my allocation was closer to like an insane number. It was like $20,000 to $30,000. Over here, it's closer to $5,000, $6,000. But hey, I'm not complaining, man. I am not complaining. Money's money. All right, so we go back to here. But I kind of just want to test the app today and just make sure that we can launch. So we've done this. We need to do that. I'm just trying to see for those. Is there a way? Is there a section where I said what I needed to work on? Not really. All right. Just shared all my notes, so feel free to copy anything in there. Any juicy goodness in there that you found. Also, let's put on some lo-fi beats. What's going on, man? We got to get on that lo-fi grind. Know what I'm saying? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Put the volume down a little bit. All right, cool. I think we're good. I think that's a good amount. Yep. Also, look how much use my app has gotten. Like, look at this. This is my developer wallet. You can see I'm getting lots of transactions every single minute right now. I got pages on pages of it. In the last 24 hours, I got quite a lot of users that came in. Like if we went to the All Miner landing page, which you can usually see if you don't sign in. If it wants to show me, that would be nice. We got 5 active miners. I thought it'd be higher than that actually. But crypto has tanked, like, dude. The entire market, look at this. It's just a bloodbath. Like, it's completely ridiculous. I have no idea what's going on. 13%, 8%, 7%, 11%. Like, dude, this is insane. Crypto's completely shut the bed today. Alright, so I just asked my brother feedback. I tested it yesterday. I want to say like 70% of actions there was some kind of bug, error, or market not created yet type BS. I don't know. I want to create using that in its current state probably won't come back. It's good to see some new markets coming in. The thing is, like, we've developed all the features. We just need to iron out the kinks and the debugging of the features. That's it. That's all that's left. So what did you like write down any issues or what's the go? One thing that was really fun to build and integrate was actually the AI integration. I really enjoyed adding that into the app. It was actually really fun. Can we call, so if I was to make a trade, let's just try and make a trade. On my mobile device, got $3 in my wallet. First trade, boom. Is it an error? Trade confirmed. All right. So we bought 3 shares. Go into activity and it shows the cost, market name or label is overlapping with some of the other text in the mobile UI. This is in the activity tab in active positions. I think when it comes to debugging your app, you need to understand if errors are being thrown, ask Replit to console log them, so then you can go to the console tab and see what's happening with the bug. That's a good idea. Let's add better console logging so that when an error pops up, we are able to see exactly what is going on, whether it be through trading a market in the swipe page or on the discovery tab, you want to trade a market, or you want to sell a position in the activities, or you even want to just deposit some money or withdraw some money in the profile page. Look into it and add better console logging so we can just, next time we see an error, we can just easily point it out and fix it. Is the app live yet? We're looking to get the app live, I reckon maybe tomorrow. There's just a few bugs that keep popping up. You fix something and then the next thing breaks. You know what I mean? Can we do a deep architectural dive into every component of the app? I don't care how long it takes. Let's do a deep dive and make sure every single function is working correctly. I'm talking buying and selling on the swipe app. I'm talking clicking a... Cut out the last sentence. I'm talking making sure that the market cards are actually available on the swipe tab. I'm talking going to the discovery tab and being able to click on a market and then execute a trade on, you know, one of the less popular options available. I'm talking going to the activities tab and being able to sell all positions, then also sell all profitable positions, then also just to look at the position. Can I sell one of the position? Then going onto the profile tab, you know, am I able to withdraw my money? Is it in US dollars or is it in Solana? Please do a deep dive. That's probably the biggest prompt I've ever done. Is it even going to work? All right, I think that was too long. God damn it. All right. So we've got this. Cost $2.37. I go to sell. Selling, no option right now. Did we fix that over here? I'm pretty sure. I click this. More details. Okay, that works nice. Sell. Sell now. In the sell modal, let's actually not show them the price per share. Let's just show them the total amount because it gets a bit confusing. Like for example, if a share costs 15 cents and they bought 5 of them, what's that? 75 cents. Let's just show them that value, you know? Let's show them how much it costs and how much they can sell it for. That's it. We don't want to show them the share price. Maybe in the what you'll receive section at the bottom where it does the calculations, we can show that, you know, 5 shares equals X amount. But outside of, you know, at the top where it says you receive and stuff like that, it's a bit confusing. We should just show the total amounts and, you know, reduce clutter. What up, Tiny Risks? How you doing? For each component or function within the app, group by feature, create a test case. Expected behavior. Is my whisper flow not working properly? Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, it is. Oh, that's the second time I've used whisper flow and it hasn't freaking worked. So the sell modal is confusing. Can we reduce clutter and instead of showing individual share price, let's just show total share prices. So it's a lot more easier to understand. For example, you know, at the top, it should say the total value of what you receive. And at the bottom, it can show the calculations still of like, 5 shares equals X amount. But we should be really pushing the whole amounts, not just the share price. This will make it easier for people to understand. That is the goal with this. We want users to be able to look at the sell modal and at a glance instantly understand what's going on. Right now, there's too many things. Let's simplify it and keep just the key components. I got a chopped haircut, by the way. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but got a really botched haircut when I was in New Zealand. They just completely messed up my hair, man. Like, what is this shit? Like, dude, I look like such a dweeb right now. Look at my hair. It's like so... Like, what is this shit? Like, they messed me up, man. They messed my shit up. Good thing I got a girlfriend. Otherwise, that could have been embarrassing. So there's a weird overlapping going on here. There's weird overlapping going on in the activity tab with the active positions. Please fix. Look at specifically the date text and how it is overlapping with the if resolved price. Let's say I wanted to withdraw $1. I think my brother mentioned that the withdrawal wasn't working. Withdraw successful. Which wallet was this? This one. Did I get $1? I did get $1. Okay, that's good. Withdrawals working. Cool. Got history here. Active positions. Alright, let's keep looking at... Let's just keep testing shit with the mobile device. What up, Alitigo Art? Late, I may go sleep. Good luck, inshallah, you make it. I may check the live tomorrow. Alright, good night, bro. Sleep tight. If you look at the very start of the live stream, it shows you how much I've made. Yeah, I think prompting at a smaller level, like feature level, might work better for debugging too. Is withdrawal working on the physical device? Dev sometimes isn't the same as... Oh, you're so right. You're completely right. That's actually... You're 100% right. Appreciate you bringing that up, Blues. Alright, let's actually do the whole thing. So we bought a share. We want to sell this share now. Oh, right. We don't have the sell modal. So I actually need to redeploy this and get it live so we can fix that. And we can test the app probably. Got you, homie. Appreciate it, bro. Bro, I saw your video about your app earnings. Congrats, man. Maybe you're going to have your own island with your wife and children. Maybe before me. Yo, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. I've actually got a new video. Yo. I got something cool to show you guys. If you like watching my content, I'm about to upload a video. So maybe I'll give you guys a sneak peek. I put a lot of effort into this, so you can see it. The fuck? The hell? All right. Here's a sneak peek of my new video that is launching later today. I'll give you a minute of the intro. All right. Just because you're on my live stream and I fuck with you guys.
App solo, and it did $500,000 in trading volume. And the craziest part is I don't know any code. I did it with the help of AI, Vibecoding the entire thing, all within 1 week with zero AI coding experience. In this video, I'm gonna take you through how I thought of this idea, how I marketed it, how I built the app using just AI, and the revenue I got from it after 1 month of the app being live. All right, let's take it from the top. What is my app? So basically,
All right. There's a little sneak peek for everyone on the live stream. But I went pretty hard on the edit there, so I hope it's an enjoyable watch. But yeah, we all gonna have an island for real. Hey, I hope we ain't talking about Jeffrey Island. I hope we ain't talking Jeffrey. What kind of Mac do you have? I have a MacBook Pro, and it's hooked up to my Mac Studio. W edits, appreciate it, bro. That's gonna come out later today, and it's just gonna basically be a deep dive on the ore miner specifically, and the entire story behind how it blew up, how it got so much volume, how it's gotten all its users, and yeah, hopefully you guys gain some value out of it. But I'm going pretty hard with content, because you know what? New Zealand was low-key a blessing in disguise. Let's wait for this publishing to go live. New Zealand was basically a blessing in disguise because I wasn't able to live stream and it kind of sucked. But what actually ended up happening was every time I wanted to work, and I'm not allowed to actually work on this app unless I live stream, by the way. So like, just to make that clear, because I want to be able to publicly show everything that I'm doing. And so when I wanted to work, but I couldn't live stream, it made me think of other methods. And so, if you look at my short form content, I'm upping my long form content. And so it's gotten to a point now, I've hired some clippers. So it's gotten to a point now where, I'm going to be posting like 2 to 3 shorts a day. One is going to be like a high level edit kind of short. And then the other 2 are just going to be clips from the live stream. And then on top of that, once a week, I'm also going to be dropping like a really nice edited long form that, breaks it down even further. And then, of course, every day I'm going to be live streaming. So with all of that, hopefully we can grow the channel quite rapidly, because I really want to get the chat to, I want you guys to have company in the chat. I don't want you guys to get too lonely in there. So yeah, I'm going to try and pump this channel, and we're going to try and get to, honestly, my goal for 2026 is if we can get to, I reckon if I want to aim big. I want to shoot for the stars. So, and I'm saying this right now live on stream so that I can hold myself accountable later and you guys can laugh at me if I fail. But my goal for 2026, specifically with this channel, is I want to hit 100,000 subscribers. All right. I want to hit 100,000 subscribers. Currently we're on 1.6% of that. It's kind of funny if you think about it, because if you look at the 100K goal that we have for this series, we're also around, 1.6, 1.7% of that goal. So they're both kind of chugging along at the same rate. So yeah, I want to hit 100,000 subscribers. I want to completely smash this series out of the park. If I can just complete those two things in 2026, I'm going to be super happy. I've accomplished what I wanted to, and I'm willing to put in the hard work to get there. Do you think posting videos on TikTok Reels Shorts the best way to market an app? Dude, 110%. It depends on your app, actually. It depends on your app, but I'm sure you've heard all about the AI UGC content recently. It's been blowing up on X. But if you look at X, you can see that the whole concept of AI UGC is blowing up. Like, these are all AI generated UGC pieces. This is AI generated. Like, you can see like AI generated UGC is blowing up, and this isn't AI generated, I don't think, but this is AI generated. And so you can just kind of create UGC content yourself on TikTok and just post like one a day or something, and see how you go. You'll be able to trial like a bunch of different characters, all that sort of shit. Obviously like the girls drinking matcha and shit is a good one. They're all generating decent amounts of engagement. But yeah, look into AI UGC, specifically look into this app right here. Where is it? Here, Kling 2.6 plus Nano Banana. So how I kind of interpret this is they're using Google's Nano Banana to generate an AI image, like a realistic one. And then they're going on to Kling 2.6 to actually turn that AI image into a video. That's all it is. It's just a two-step process. You can do it yourself. And you can just start pumping those out on TikTok, everything. I think it's a great way to get your app in front of the right eyeballs. But you also got to target the right audience. If your app is like for guys that are trying to quit, I don't know, wanking or jerking off, then you're probably not going to show them a female. You know what I mean? You probably want to show them like a mad muscular like alpha male or some shit that's been holding in his semen and his inner strength for like months now. Tell yourself it isn't a matter of if, but when. Low-key, a quote I live by when setting goals. I like that. It is a matter of when. It is 110%. I mean, you wouldn't be doing the thing that you're doing if you didn't believe in the when. All right, the app has been published. It's deployed. Let's have a look at how it's going. So if I was to refresh, let me just give this a quick refresh. Loading markets loaded. Go here. Let's say I want to sell. Okay, so this sell modal is better, but it's just missing the cost. Also, the fees are a bit high. I'm looking at this screen right now and I'm just trying to think like, what else would I want to see here without over cluttering it? 9 shares. All right, let's see if this actually works. If I was to sell that amount, error. Let me, oh shit. Now let me share that screenshot because that was kind of big. Can I sell it again and will the error come up again? Ah, well, it worked then. Okay, so it didn't work the first time, then it worked again the second time. So if I go to photos and I look at screenshots, I share this. Actually, I don't even need to share it. I can just show it right here. Oh, what's going on? Dude, what the hell? Why does my screen look like that? If I... Dude, I went vertical for a second and then just messed up. Okay, we're good now. So if I was to... Dude, how do I... Let me turn that shit off. It's pissing me off now. Okay. So we've got this error when we went to sell. Just make sure. Oh, bro, how do I... okay, cool. Technology frustration, bro. I should have... I could have tested the report function as well. So I went to sell this on the mobile app and I got this error 500 internal error message. And then when I tried again, it worked. Please look into the console as to why this occurred and make sure it doesn't happen again. Can we add better like retry logic? Because it clearly worked the second time. So yeah. Yo, give me a sec, chat. I'll get back to you in a second. I do want to provide this with my mobile device wallet, which I think I shared here somewhere. Here. Pretty sure that's my device wallet. Yes. The user wallet. And if you can't figure out what went wrong, please add better And if you can't figure out what's wrong, please add better logging so we can look at user errors and understand what went wrong on the individual level. All right, what's chat saying? How do you get a lot? Where? Oh, damn, I haven't read chat in a minute. So Blues, I've been structuring my timeline with my app, and once I deploy my app, I'll probably grind a ton of videos. Thinking that going into video generation is the wrong market for solo devs because they are fast and have more resources. What do you mean, Helios? How do you get a lot of followers for your app social media before it even launches? You just need to try a bunch of stuff, Penguin, Kaya. Like if you look at, let me open up. like if you look at Ore Miner, I basically just kept posting and it just naturally goes up by itself. You can see here, 334 followers. I think a few live streams ago we were under 300. So just in the last like 2 weeks, we've gained an extra 30 followers. And those followers are very valuable because, you know, everyone knows that this is an app account. So you're not really going to follow an app account unless you're interested in trying the app out or want to learn more. You know what I mean? So every single follower that comes in here is really high value. But you just got to try shit, you know, you just got to keep posting in your niche and just set an, like I say, just throw a net, you know, throw a net and see what sticks. Right now with Sway, not a whole lot has stuck. Like we got more followers here, but that's actually because I reused this account. This is an old account that I used for a project a long time ago. And I've just deleted all the posts and recreated it. And, you know, the content isn't really popping off as hard as I want it to. But we can see that like it's getting some attention when certain things are mentioned. So maybe I got to go harder during that angle. Hope that helps. But, you know, once the app is kind of live, we're going to be going a lot harder on marketing over these next couple of days, Kaya. So I hope that helps you. Can't you just prompt some model to make your video? That doesn't sound too hard. Nah, it's pretty easy, dude. What am I building? I'm building a prediction markets swipe app where it's basically, you can see prediction markets on your phone, swipe left or right to bet on them based on a wager you set on the top right, you can see. Use Google Gen AI SDK, maybe make the error stay until you click X on it or something. Yeah, I was thinking that as well, hey, because the error moved away so fast that I wasn't even able to report it. But when it comes to competition, you can always find an untapped niche. Make a vid gen for babies, like videos that entertain babies can charge hella for it. Or make bloob content instead, like big companies have more resources. Oh yeah, I work for big tech, and although this is true, there are plenty of ways for solo devs to work faster than big tech because a lot of big tech moves slow. Yeah, 100%, because you got to go through a series of different teams, you know, from management to HR to, you know, the lead AI guy to the freaking UI and UX developers. Like there's so many, the process is quite slow. And I feel like because it's slow and because their audience is so big, they have to be very targeted about, you know, which angle and which direction they go. And I feel like because they do that, they have to skip out on like a lot of minor and small features, which solo developers can come in and build on top of. Also, let's turn lo-fi back on. Sorry, that was loud. It was loud for me as well. Okay. So let me check the server side, sell point, client side, sell function, add retry logic and better logging. I've added 2 improvements to help with sell errors. Server side logging, this will help identify the root cause when specific users experience sell failures. Client side retry logic, the sell function now automatically retries up to 3 times when it encounters server errors. Delay 1 second, then 2 seconds. This should handle transient issues like the one you experienced where it worked on the second try. Can we confirm that when the retry logic is occurring, the user does not see an error until all the retrying has occurred? It's a funny sentence to say out of me and my broken English, man. All right, so but Google is rapid at the moment. Is buying followers a bad idea for starting our app's social media? That is a great question, and I'm going to tell you that it depends. Why does it depend? Because it depends what your social media is used for. Now, if you're a service agency and you just want your app to give you credibility, then buying followers isn't a bad idea because that's not where your getting growth. That's not where people are finding you. That's just like an extra kind of legitimacy tick that people are going to check off on their box, on their checklist when looking at your agency and being like, oh, they've got 10,000 followers, they got a few likes, like these guys seem legit. If that's the case, then buying followers and likes is fine because it's just front-facing value. It doesn't need to like, you're not posting hundreds of reels a month to get users to find out about your app. But if you are doing that, buying followers is a really bad idea because it's going to affect your growth, and the algorithm is instantly going to know that these followers are really low level. And what's going to happen is if you have low level followers, and they do look at your video or anything like that, they're probably going to look at it for a second and scroll, and then that's going to tell the algorithm that the video is shit, which is ultimately going to make your videos perform really badly, and you're going to have zero discoverability. So it depends. It's two buckets. If you're using your social media account purely to check like something off a box so people can see it and know that you're legit, then buying followers and likes isn't a bad thing. But if you're using it to actually get users for your app or whatever you're building, then buying followers is definitely not the way to go. Also, I literally just learned this yesterday. There is the site that shows you insights on other apps' monetization and traffic. It's called Sensor Tower. It's super goated and it's super helpful for app idea validation. Yo. Yeah, I've actually recently discovered this as well. It's a pretty good app. I recommend it, guys. You can basically look at like high performing apps, and like I actually made a post on X the other day. Look at this. Look at this. You can find really interesting apps, and I found this one. Look at this. When you think your app has 0% chance to make money, remember this. An app that claims to make you taller makes $90K a month. Build the damn thing. This is one of the screenshots I took from Sensor Tower. You can see this app, taller, maximize your height. Like, what the hell? It's generating $90,000 a month in revenue. Like, bro, what the hell is that? So this is a really cool way to discover apps that you've never heard about and kind of see how things are performing. Like, for example, I could go to, I think is it app analysis, and then you go to app overview. Instagram is at the front. You can see $1 million last month. But if we searched up, like, let's just say I searched up like camera. Let's look at this one, camera for Android, and then it'll tell you everything. It's just a camera app, generates X amount, this many downloads, blah blah blah. So this is a really good tool. Thanks for pointing that out, bro. I've actually been using it a lot, and I recommend it. All right, let's keep working on this app. Most vibe coders don't even think about user experience. They just want to ship fast. Why are you so hung up on user experience? The reason that I'm hung up on user experience is because if someone is going to use your app and have a negative experience, then the chances are that they're not going to come back to your app. Your retention is going to be like 0%. So I really want to get the UX correct, because the whole point of this app, and for people to want to come back and use the app, they need to have a good experience. They need to want to go on this app and have a good time, enjoy themselves. And if that doesn't happen, then we've failed. And so I want to try and get the UX right off the rip, because I don't want us missing opportunity. I don't want us, because I know the moment we launch, we're going to get users. I'm 100% confident because of everything I mentioned at the start of the stream with the Solana mobile dApp store. But I'm 100% confident we're going to be able to get a few hundred users within the first month. I just know that we will. I'm very confident in that. You can see with Miner, we're on like 800 users now or something like that. I'm very confident we're going to get our first a couple hundred users. Now, the next thing to get our first 1,000 users or our first 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 users, or to consistently keep, users coming back. Maybe we have like a few power users using our app every day. To get to a level where our app has this sort of ecosystem, we need to make sure that we've ironed out all these kinks and that they don't face any errors or issues. Because, if the moment that something goes wrong, like without realizing it, you yourself, if something frustrates you or there's an error, like you might like let it go once. If it happens twice, bro, chances are you probably won't even use this app again. You know what I mean? So we need to make this feel enjoyable. We need to make it feel like you come in this app to have a good time. So yeah, that's why I'm really hung up on the user experience. I think it's really important. Sensor tower hella goated, bro. You take fall damage. Fall damage. Dude, that's so true. You take fall damage if you don't do your UX properly. It's a good one. Like, if you get the rainbow boots in like you eventually get invincible to fall damage. You don't need to worry about fall damage no more. So we're trying to get the rainbow boots right now. Enchanted rainbow boots, bro. All right, so we've got this. Let's go back to our app. Okay, so we have one battle after another. Okay, so it's still showing like a bit of sign in to view your activity. It's still showing a bit of like, I don't know if it's going to pick this up, but still a bit of overlapping in the active positions card inside the activity panel. Can we please optimize the spacing in these cards and make sure nothing is overlapping with each other? Helios, what you developing, man? You don't want to know. I'm building a text engine to write and have analyzation. With AI, like RAG. What's RAG? Yeah, AI. I keep hearing RAG as well. What is RAG AI? Retrieval augmented generation. AI is a technique that boosts large language models by letting them fetch relevant up-to-date information from external sources like databases or the web before generating a response, making answers more accurate. Look it up, might be something you'd implement. I think that's RAG, bro. There you go. Looked it up for you. So another thing is sometimes the image doesn't load properly. Do we get that on the mobile, or is that just because we're a developer though? There should always be a few markets resolving in under 24 hours. For example, the crypto up or down markets, etc. I added a screenshot. Yeah, cool. Just got to double check. All right. Now, if I go back to mobile device, I have a market here. It cost me $3. All right, let's have a look. Sell now. I want to know in the sell modal, it should say how much it cost. In the sell modal, it should show the user's P&L here. How much did it cost versus how much they will be able to sell it for currently. Let's bake the fees into, I mean, how does Kalshi do it? Do they bake the fees into the user's expenses, or what's a prediction market? Dupe AG. I think they do predictions. I just want to see how someone else does it. I thought they did. Did they not? Predict. Here we go. All right, let's connect a wallet and make a trade. Actually, let's do it on over here. So Dflow, the API that we're using, they also have a bunch of different projects that use their API. Let's look at one of their more popular ones and see how they do it. Let me see if I can find it. Dflow. Stand.trade. All right, let's try this. All right, so we got this. If we were to log in, Google login. I mean, it lets you continue with a wallet, so maybe we go that. They're using Privy as well. Confirm. All right, so welcome to Stand. Thank you. They don't have an onboarding. Bit lame. Specifically Kalshi. Now, let's say I vote no. And I put in $1. Do I need to deposit cash? How do I deposit? View profile. Okay, so this I'm pretty sure is Solana, right? Do I need to deposit Solana? See, already I'm confused, right? Like these guys haven't actually done proper UX. Yo, did they just take some money out of my account? It looks like they did. Jan. Okay, no, that was ages ago. Just didn't load properly. All right, so if I was to send 0.01 Solana here, you are building such a huge project. I mean, I think it's a huge opportunity, bro. Like prediction markets are blowing up right now. You know, I show stream this a lot. The chat has seen this a million times. But if you're new here, let me show you, bro. I think prediction markets are a massive opportunity right now. Like if you look in the last 3 days, in the last week, the top 3, even top 4 prediction markets, they're generating like billions of dollars in trading volume every single week. And this number keeps going up. Like it's just literally up and to the right. Like look at this chart. Look at this chart. You can see that it's just going up, 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 up. So I think there's a huge opportunity to build tools on top of these markets. And so, you know, it is quite a big project, but, you know, I feel like I've kind of calculated the opportunity here, and I think it's worth building something like this because I know there's a market, and it's also relatively new as well. Like it's quite a new thing. You know, it's only kind of been popping off like crazy recently. Okay, gas has come in. Okay, so that's interesting. I already feel like my app is better than these guys because like look at how confusing this is. All right, so we got the USD. Let's send some. I think I got some money in my dev wallet over here. Let's send it like $2. See, I already feel like the app I've built is better than these guys, just purely from like how confusing this deposit thing is. Firstly, we automatically convert from Solana to USD. So did I send Solana, the USD to the right wallet? Success. I kind of don't mind this. All right, USDC balance, boom. All right, let's go and make a trade and see how their activity looks. It doesn't really matter, no. $1. So average price is 16.5 cents. So let's just, I really want to analyze this because I just want to make sure our app is in line with some of our competitors. So let me just take some screenshots. Okay, so we got this screen right here that tells us how much their app, how much it costs. Set up account to trade on no, not Polymarket. Ah, dude, I don't want, oh, see, dude, I didn't even want to trade on Polymarket. I just wanted to trade on Kalshi. Kind of annoying. Sometimes I'm stuck gazing at my project, bro. I do that all the time, man. You're not alone. Trust. I've done that countless times. Can confirm. What's the time? All right, it's 12 p.m. right now. So at 1 p.m. UTC, we are going to claim my tokens. So yeah, that's going to be cool. I'm going to do it live, and hopefully you guys can see. I'm basically talking about this right here. My wallet got disconnected, but I'll be able to claim my tokens and be able to show you guys how much it's all worth, blah, blah, blah. All right. So it looks like it didn't work, probably because I didn't have a thing. I just want to show Kaushi, bro. All right. Let's say yes. $1. Unavailable in your location. Ah, interesting. So I can't even use that app. Good to know. If I was to go here. So they go kind of like this. I kind of like the chance. Okay. Man, it's kind of annoying because I really wanted to see the activity panel. So I want to see where they hide the P&Ls. So if I was to go if resolved and then sell now, you'll receive 80 cents, which is 13% costs. Okay, that's better. I'm liking that a lot more. That is a better overall. Can a shitty app with good marketing still make a lot of money? Of course it can, dude. Of course it can. You're looking at one right here, bro. You're looking at one right here. Nah, I'm joking. But yeah, 100%, dude. Marketing is everything, dude. Marketing is literally everything. It's how, like, right now you got to consider that, like, app development used to be really hard. It still is really hard, but it used to be only accessible to the people that spent years and years learning how to do it. Now AI has come along and has made it accessible to people like me who have zero coding experience, right? So now, if you think about it, the only moat left, and what do I mean by moat? Moat is basically the defensive. What is the barrier to entry? The moat, right? For app development, it used to be developing the app itself was a big moat. You needed a team, you needed to spend a lot of money. Now AI kind of does it for you. So the only moat left is marketing. It's distribution. How can you sell your app? What is the people that want to buy your app? Like, how can you know, that is the only moat. So of course marketing can make a shitty app profitable. Think of all the Stone Age primitive apps out there that have just been printing because there's nothing else like it, you know? There might be like a thread counting app for girls that knit with polyester. You know, it's such a niche app, like, but there's just one of them now. And, you know, the UI is shit and clunky, but because there's only one of them, you know, it's all they can use. You see this in government all the time. Once they built an app and it's kind of shitty, but it does the job, they just stick to it. So marketing is everything, dude. Minimalistic can reach billions. I really don't like green color for design. I mean, your main page still looks very good. The thing is, we used the green because we're using the Kaushi API, and the Kaushi branding is all green. So if you look at Kaushi, like, they're all green and their branding is green. So we're literally just copying that, and we just flipped it around. So instead of white, it's black to give it a bit more differentiation. Otherwise, I personally wouldn't usually pick green either, but I picked green for this instance because it matches with our API that we're using, if that makes any sense. Anyone working alongside me right now, or is everyone just lurking, watching? Also, like up the stream if you haven't already, man. Like, I see a lot of lurkers, not a lot of people engaging and liking. So like up the stream if you haven't already. But let's have a look at our modal. This is a lot nicer. Shubes, my brother, has also given me some feedback. When skipping in the swipe, there's a bug where the new cards still have the light blue screen on them. Hasn't really happened to me. So I'll say on occasion, when skipping in swipe, there's a bug where... Also, if you swipe through like 10, 20 and just try to use it, you'll quickly see a range of bugs and errors impacting the user experience. Also in the position management, a few of them are erroring out when you click on them. So it's not taking you to the view of that market. Also in the top right, when it shows current position value, it should probably be red if it's below the cost of what people have paid. I think that's what most of it. Bro, we literally changed... Bro, we literally discussed changing that because we didn't want people to feel like they were losing money straight away because the fees were taking out, so they were instantly at a loss. That was literally our last discussion. So you want to change it back is what you're saying. This makes no sense, bro. Like, we literally talked on the phone, if you watched last live stream, how we wanted to take that out. And now he's like, add it back. And I think he's talking about this here. So yeah, this is what I'll say. I'll just make it a neutral color so it's not red or green. So that is in the activity tab, I believe. I was building early now. I need time to think and play chess. Okay, it doesn't make sense for me right now. I go what looks good for my eyes, and when I'm happy, customers are too. Are you studying neuromarketing too? What's that? What's neuromarketing? First time I'm hearing about it. Yo, quick subscriber count check. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. I live stream pretty much every day. All right. Let's go use the app and just, let's fund this wallet as well. So DWF6. So I've got the wallet. No, you dingus, there's a main big number in the chart, but in the top right, if there's a current position value number, then that's a bit smaller. Oh, so the smaller number shows the correct position value, you reckon? Doesn't really make sense for us to show the plus profit here. We should show in this small section below the if resolved price, the actual portfolio incremental value. So, you know, if it's negative $1, then say negative $1. If it's positive $1, say positive $1, etc. Especially if users are at a loss. Man, I can't wait to launch this app and switch to Claude Code, man. I've been dying to switch. What up, what up? Welcome to the stream if you're new here. then ask me any questions that you need. If you're curious, we are doing a pretty big thing in a few hours where I'm going to be claiming a few $1,000s that my app has generated in about an hour. I'm going to be doing it on this page right here. If you're curious on a bit more about how my app generated so much money, then skip right to the very start of when I started this stream, because I go into really deep detail over it. And if that's something you're interested in, I highly, highly recommend it, because I guarantee it's going to change the way you think about app development. It says it changed it, but I don't see anything. You reckon gray? I see that, but like, dude, this is the green is like the accent, you know? The green is the accent, same as how Cauchy green is the accent. You know, we're really trying to push this as like a Cauchy ecosystem app. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think the gray really gives that feeling. You feel? Still showing the plus $3.30. $3.30, even though you can see my sell medal shows 46 cents. So technically it should show minus 19 cents. This is the number below the if resolved dollar, right below it. Sometimes when you highlight a section, it doesn't even understand. All right, while that's going, let's swipe a few markets. What type of app are you developing? I'm developing a prediction markets swiping app where you can swipe left or right on markets that are available. I think this is a huge untapped opportunity right now, because Cauchy is doing billions of dollars every single day in trading volume, as you can see here. $2.1 billion in the last 7 days. All these other apps are also doing large amounts of volume. And you can see, like, when you come on this app for the first time, you get a bit of fatigue, like choice fatigue. There's too many things to bet on. So I want to create an app where you can literally just swipe left or right. And that's it. And it just kind of feeds you one at a time. What type of app are you developing? So good so far. If you want the pepper, use orange. A lot with dark themes. It looks like Black Ops cover. It's a pretty inviting color. Appreciate that. Orange. I think we use that in our onboarding screens a little bit. Like Cauchy. Yes. Like Cauchy. You should be using Google Anti-Gravity plus UI Pro Max from GitHub repo. Glad to see you back grinding, man. How was the vacay? What up, Coco? Vacay was good, bro. Vacay was really good. I'm super refreshed. As you can tell, I'm very energetic. And I'm ready to tackle 2026, man. I was just telling chat how much I miss live streaming. But it was low-key a blessing in disguise, because every time I wanted to work, I was able to work on things outside of live streaming that will ultimately grow the channel itself and make the overall experience for streaming a lot better for you guys. And I'm really excited to show more of that, share more of that with you guys as well. I got a cool long form video launching soon as well. So look out for that. But let's just do a few swipes. So before I swipe, I just want to send some money to this wallet, which is right here. I keep getting distracted, so let me just do it real quick. Get rid of this tab. If I'm moving too fast, let me know. It's a bit messy right now. Alright, I'm gonna send a decent amount over. I'm gonna send 0.1. We're gonna do a bunch of tests. I think this is clean. We should say P&L or something, so users know what this number means. Got 40k Seeker as a user too. Yo, let's go, Coco. I didn't know you had a Seeker yourself, bro. That's kind of lit. Yeah, I'm actually going to claim my Seeker live on stream in like 50 minutes. So stick around for that, bro. We're going to see. Although, unfortunately, the pre-market value for Seeker has dropped quite a lot. Like, I thought we'd get a lot fatter of an airdrop than we are right now. But hey, I can't complain. Money's money. Were you using the mobile device that much, or? What I'm saying is, if the cost is, it doesn't make sense for the pro value, which is low, to be green, which indicates a profit. We'll make it neutral. Can we make the portfolio value number a neutral color, such not green/red indicating loss or profit? So have we sent some money through? Yes, we have. All right, we got some spending money. How does it feel like to publish an app? It feels amazing, bro. It actually feels amazing, bro. The feeling of someone using your app, it's honestly like unlike anything else you've ever felt. Like someone using the thing that you've built is like the best feeling in the world. Dude, you could be making, you could be a millionaire, right? But someone comes in your app and spends that first $5. Oh, bro. Chef's kiss. It is the best feeling in the world, man. It is the best feeling. Publishing an app, I mean, it's all right. It's kind of like publishing a YouTube video or like a form of content. You want to see how it performs, It's like that like kind of excitement that comes. But actually like getting that first user on YouTube or like content, it would be like getting that first viral video, like making like a video that performs above average compared to the rest of your videos. That feeling is like, it's honestly unbeatable. For those that are wondering who this is my brother, and I've basically given him like access to the app, and we're kind of able to talk back and forth about early testing. No, not that much. Didn't grind the airdrop enough. I used it like 3 times. Dude, you only use the app 3 times, the Seeker device 3 times, and you got 40k airdrop. That's really good. That's so good. I remember for like 2 months straight, I was using the mobile like every single day, trying to get this airdrop, and I only got 40k as well. So, all right. Let's see. Let's do some tests. We got $16 in our wallet. Off the rip, logged into the phone for the first time, and the image isn't showing. Off the rip, logged into the app for the first time on my mobile device, and the image on the card isn't showing. And then if I was to skip, as soon as I skip, oh shit, it's gonna... As soon as I skip, the next card image is showing. So I think there might be an error with just that first card and how the image is loaded. All right, we're getting close. 45 minutes, guys. We're 45 minutes away from claiming my fat ass airdrop. Let me show you guys the announcement over here. You can see it right here. In 46 minutes, all right, I'm going to be able to claim my airdrop for Seeker mobile device, and you're going to be able to see exactly how much money I made. Are you dumping straight away? Coco, what are you going to do? Do you think it's a bit undervalued? Like, I don't know. This is like kind of nothing, you know? For an actual token that is by the Solana team, it's kind of like a bit of a nothing burger. I'm not going to lie. I think I might sell like a little bit straight away just to cover like some expenses or costs, but I don't know if I don't know, man. This number is very low. I'm a bit hesitant to sell it this low. I'm not going to lie. What do you think? What are your thoughts, Coco? I see the issue. The image load state gets reset when the effect runs, which can cause a race condition. Let me fix this by using a more robust approach that tracks the loaded URL. Okay. Now, we're back on the app. We've got $16. Let's screenshot that right now. $16 in the app. I'm going to make 5 $1 trades. All right. Yes. Trade failed. Screenshot that shit. Ah, just got it. All right. When swiping on the mobile device, the trade failed. Let me see if I can get my wallet so I could show the exact user where the trade failed. Please check all markets on the swipe tab should be available for trading. What sort of filtering are we missing out or not taking into consideration? No liquidity for this trade. Taking into consideration. The error shows liquidity for this trade. Let's see how that goes. My website builder is for design the best, but it's changing too much. I'm pissed, but somehow I have to do it. People are saying 1 billion market cap, so I guess it could go up a bit. I'm going to provide liquidity on Meteora. The fees should be really good. Yo, Coco, I've always wanted to provide liquidity, but I've never known how to do it properly. Like, you know what I mean? Because isn't it? It's pretty complicated. Hey, Coco, to do it right. Blues, what is it? Anyone? What are you talking about, Blues? Helios, use it. You get chills from the design. Is this your own website that you built, Helios? Is that why you're shilling it so hard? Okay, while that's going, we can keep swiping. Swipe on this. All right, trade made, cost 91 cents. Let's actually verify that it costs 4 cents return to balance. So if I was to refresh, 91 cents, 15.10, 91 cents, 15. It went from $16.04 to $15.10. Yep, that. So 90 cents would be 15 cents, $15.14. So it's taken an extra 3 cents. Okay, that looks fair. That looks good. Cool. Let's keep trading. If I go to discovery and I want to bet on this market may have low trading volume or extreme prices. Try a different market. I just realized it doesn't show us the volume. Also, why is the AI thing on the real far corner over there? Opened up a market on the discovery tab, and there's two things that I noticed. One is the AI insights feature is off to the right and it's cropped out of the screen. Why is that happening? Can you fix it? Oh, dude, every time that happens, it freaking... every time... it's so frustrating. Let me do this again. All right. Opened up a position. Oh, fuck, not even a position. Opened up a market card through the discovery tab, and I noticed two main issues. One is the AI insights tool is off to the right and it's cropped out. Why is that happening? And two, I noticed it doesn't show how much volume has occurred on this market. Can we show that in really small near the top somewhere below the graph? All right, let's do that. The learning curve is not that stiff. It's pretty good. You can blue chip farm like Sol USDC and make 0.5% per day. You can farm launches. Those are really good. Can make like 200, 300% in a few minutes if there is a lot of volume. Or you can farm meme coins wherever there is volume. Coco, the main issue is like, what if you like, one of the main issues that I found is like it'll sell all of my tokens into USDC, or like all my USDC gets converted into the token, and like it just like kind of messes up, you know? Every time I tried to LP, that's kind of happened. So it's kind of put me off wanting to do it more. How do you do it? Like, is there a certain setup or like a certain calculator even that I can look up? Is that, what sort of like tools can I look into to like, you know, do it properly or even automate it? What up, Notorious? Yeah, I'm back. I'm back from my holiday. Finally, I'm going hard. I'm excited to be back and just pump out the rest of 2026 with y'all. Really excited, actually. Overly excited. Maybe me even a little bit too excited. But yeah, I had a really good break. So I hope you didn't forget about me while I was gone. Also, when a user goes onto the Discovery tab and wants to make a trade on a market, we shouldn't get the liquidity error issue because users are allowed to purchase markets regardless of the liquidity. They can, you know, create their own markets if they want. So the filtering around that, we should allow users to buy those sorts of markets in the Discovery tab. Even if there's a fee associated with creating that account, we should just allow the user. Let's just make sure a warning pops up first, notifying them of what is going to occur, how much it might charge, and then go from there. Yeah, essentially you bet on the token going sideways and you hope for the fees you make offset the impermanent loss. Okay, so Solana USDC makes sense, but if it goes up or down, are you saying that you end up not making any money? I feel that it's easier to be consistent than shitcoining. Oh, 100%. Yeah. Would you say you LP a lot, Coco? Like, is that one of your main kind of side income streams, would you say, is LPing? Because I've seen a lot of success on the timeline. And I could see that could be worth looking into. But do you have to like check it every hour or every like couple minutes? Like, I just want something I can set and forget. You know what I mean? I'm trying Tracer Epic Mode plus Phases plus GPT 5.2 Pro plus Auto Claude at the moment. Holy shit. Notorious, bro. Your workflow would be crazy right now. We can't see your screen. Oh shit, Yeah, thanks, Coco. Thanks, Blues. Appreciate that. Didn't realize I was sharing my face for that long. I'm pretty sure I was sharing my face for like 20 minutes. That's my bad, guys. That's my bad. Oh, jeez. Whoopsies. Whoopsie doopsies. Well, we're back now. All right, so it's 12:26. We're going to be claiming my tokens in like 30 minutes, 34 minutes. For those tuning in, Notorious, got a big update on how much money the app has generated. We actually made like a few $1,000s in the last couple of days, and I explained it in great detail. So if you want to look into that, go to the very start of the live stream. But yeah, I guarantee it'll make you think differently about app development. You are back on Replit. Dude, I never left Replit, Notorious, man. I'm still waiting on deploying Sway to the App Store so I can switch over to Claude. It's just taking a lot longer than expected. And I told myself I'm not allowed to work on this specific project unless I live stream it. So obviously, I like where you saw me last is where I am with this app. You know, I wasn't fully ready, and we're just kind of doing a lot of debugging today and tinkering around, making sure things work. How much is the initialization fee usually? Just curious. Oh, that's nothing. So if I went here on like, what's something niche? I feel like weather, economics, tech. All right, so we've got 0.02 Solana. I go over here and I go yes, and I bet $1. Wait, what? Wrong one. Here. Yes, I bet $1. I just tried to trade, will GTA 6 be released by December 31, 2026? And it didn't work. I tried to trade this market in the discovery tab and it just didn't work. This is the error that I got. Please look into fixing it. These markets need to be tradable. Look into the deflow docs if you need any help, but all markets should have liquidity and there should just be an account creation fee, remember? So we shouldn't be getting this error anymore. All right, while that's going, let's keep trading some markets. If the initialization fee is really small, maybe we should just add a warning. What error is happening? So at the very start of developing this app, we created a filter to not allow our users to trade to trade markets that haven't been created yet through the Deflow API. And what that basically means is that market is available to trade on the Kalshi website, but it hasn't been turned into a crypto market yet. And so this caused the users to pay a small account creation fee where we were like, oh, we actually don't want our users to pay that fee. So let's filter all of them out. So this is that error that's popping up right now. No liquidity available for this trade. That's basically what that is. And so I'm telling AI right now that we actually want users to be able to trade these markets, especially if it's in the discovery tab, because it's of their own choice. Okay. All right, 28 minutes, and we'll be claiming my tokens. We'll be able to pump up our numbers. According to DeFi documentation, the order endpoints. All right, while that's going on, let's actually just make another trade. So we've got activity here. I mean, it doesn't look like it's occurring there. Yo, once this goes, I'm going to test it out on the dev, and then I'm going to deploy it, and then I'm going to test it out again on the Seeker device. How would you approach an app for marketing? Like one that optimizes marketing strategies and positioning around a product. That's a good question. I've heard about Claude Code and the skills available for, you know, auto marketing. And the best way that I've seen that being shown and fed to me, who is, I guess, their ideal client, was just through them doing a demo or a tutorial, you know, just being like, look, this is how I used it. I think what a really good way to do it would be contrasting. So showing them like, look, this is what I used to have to do, but now this is what I actually do. And it's just so much easier. And just being able to show that contrast and making sure it's a message that you can repeat over and over again in like a bunch of different methods and ways, so that you can make like 50 pieces of content, 100 pieces of content in different kind of ways to share and showcase the improvements and the benefit of life that you will have from, you know, using this app that optimizes your marketing. A good one is also just results and success stories, you know. Give it to your friends or give beta access to, you know, even yourself, man. You could be like the first success story. Just share success stories, I think, is a good one. Reddit, go on Reddit and be like, look, this app saves me 4 hours a day and I'm able to spend more time with my kids. I don't know, share that like sort of life experience. I generated, you know, 100 users after I started implementing this AI into my workflow. That sort of stuff. With the overlay bug, what is happening is that the card UI Clement isn't set up correctly to work with screens of different sizes. You should ask Replit to make sure that specific UI element layout works on all screens. All right. With the overlay bug that we are experiencing, the card UI element isn't set up correctly. So can we make sure that it works for screens of different sizes? Especially this specific analytics position card that we face in the analytics tab, position management section. We just want to make sure that it works on all screen sizes. Because right now, when we use it on a smaller device versus a larger device, you know, all of a sudden we're facing overlay problems. So can we make sure that it's optimized for mobile device screens of all sizes? I hope I said what you tried to tell me to Replit correctly, Blues. I hope I translated that information like correctly into Replit. All right, let's try this again. Trade failed. This is not a new market. This market has been around for a while. Look at the deflow docs provided to fix this error. Let me actually just send it the specific deflow docs. I just tried to trade a market again and I got this error. Users should be able to initialize their own markets by paying that initial fee. That sounded good. Do you know what platform Replit is natively coding in? I'm pretty sure Replit uses Claude Code. We've got 21 minutes till we claim our fees. What's chat saying? Anyone in chat? No, anyone talking? Okay, chat looks pretty active. I'm probably not going to sell straight away. Just because I do feel like it is a bit undervalued. But let's have a look. Anyway, getting distracted. Back to this. As soon as I can get the discovery trades working, let's start opening it. Let's redeploy and open it up for all markets. It's React Native, Blues. It's code. This is being coded on React Native right now. Let's log back in here. So right now, if we could get it to sell our Seeker at this price, it'd be probably close to 7,500 US, I think. Yeah, 7,500 US at this price. But I think it's going to be less than that. Honestly, I might not even sell any because I feel like it's too cheap. It's selling at too low of a market cap. Like, put some respect on the Seeker device, man. Gotcha, that's what I build in. I will say, one thing that I have been using Claude Code for, even my brother's hyped about it. Send him a screenshot of this. Let me fetch the default. This is taking a minute. I can see there's a prediction market init payer parameter and init prediction market cost field. Let me check the query parameters. Yeah. Terrible. The market crashed so bad today as well. It's like the worst time to be launching. Now the thing is, Blues, I already filtered those markets from my app. Now I'm trying to bring them back, but specifically for this discovery tab, because they're filtered on the swipe feature, because I don't want users coming in and seeing all these errors popping up when they're swiping, right? That's like terrible UX. But if they go into the discovery tab and search for it themselves, I feel like they could handle paying that additional fee because they wanted that specific market in the first place. Does that make sense? It's like 15 more minutes before we get to claim, guys. $16 minutes. But don't only active markets accept buy and sell orders. So there's two sections to this, right? There's Kalshi and their markets, and then there's the DFlow crypto integration. Okay, now all these markets are available to trade in crypto, but some of these markets haven't been initialized, and what that means is some of these markets, the first trade hasn't occurred yet. So for a user to come in and create that first trade, they have to pay a small fee to create the account to kind of, for that stuff to occur. Does that make sense? There's like a first trade fee because this is such a new API and not that many people are using it in crypto specifically. There's like a lot of markets that aren't available. And I'm sure this will just solve itself as, the tech gets used more and more in crypto. But right now, it's like something that we need to account. I've removed the hard block, updated the error message, added logging. User will pay for, remove the block. Can you try trading on a market with discovery tab again? All right, let's do it. Yes. $1. Buy. Trade failed. The market may not have active liquidity. Got this error. I just tried to make a trade on the discovery tab and I got this error. Please fix. GTA 6. It's going to gaslight me unless I show it proof of the market being available. So what is the market I'm trying to trade? GTA 6 be released by December 31, 2026. GTA 6. GTA 6 release date. I can't even see the market. Be released by December 31, 2026. Before 2027. Oh, right here. Looking at the official Kalshi website, there is liquidity available. We just need to initialize the market first. DFlow taps directly into Kalshi's liquidity, so this shouldn't be an issue. Please look into this and debug. Oh, so the market is available, but it's not going through the app. Yes. Try it again, then check the logs. All right. So if we do this, I mean, we're getting this. So go $1, buy. Let me just copy this up to like here. Let's see if this helps. Just fed it the logs, console logs. All right, we got 10 minutes left until we're claiming, guys. 10 minutes left. 12 minutes it says here. 11 minutes. What the chat saying? They're looking excited. The chat's going crazy right now. All right, if we were to go to dupe, let's have a look. And we search up SKR. I mean, I hope it's this price, but it probably won't be. Yeah. Liquidity. All right. I can see the issue now. The Deflow API is returning route not found, even with prediction market in it. Player set. Let me check the Deflow Pond API documentation. Our implementation. Understand if there's a different approach needed for market initialization. Research Deflow automatically. I found that the order endpoint should automatically handle. The parameter is used to specify who pays for initialization. Error occurs when Deflow's routing network can't find a path to execute the trade. The issue is likely that Deflow's current liquidity programs aren't actively providing quotes for this specific market, even though the market exists in their metadata. Let me try a fix. I'll modify the API call to request a route without the platform fee map parameters first, as those might be interfering with routing. Let me add retry logic attempts to get a route without platform fees first, in case the fee structure is causing route issues, and then fall back to the original request. I'll also improve error handling. All right, I think that could fix it. It looks like it's querying the wrong endpoint or an endpoint that doesn't exist. It looks like you're querying the wrong endpoint or an endpoint that doesn't exist. All right, let's try this though. And now the markets aren't even loading. All right, they're loading now. Yes. 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 Buy. Placing bet. Getting ready to screenshot the error. Oh, trade executed. Stop. All right, let me roll back here. Did that change anything? No, it didn't. Okay. The trade worked. 66 cents for 69 cents. Okay. The trade worked. Let's remove this filtering for the entire app. Let's allow users to initialize their own trades for markets even if there are fees involved. That's actually really good UX. Because now the users are basically going to be able to trade all apps. Because we just saw that the fee was only like 3 cents. Like that's nothing. We can definitely pay that. So I'm super stoked about that. Let's bring in architectural guidance to look at any additional filtering that may be occurring in the swipe tab and remove it. Let's also make sure it doesn't mess anything else up in the app. Yo, that's huge. I am my own enemy, guys. I was making the trades not work because I created all these filters to not let the user trade, and now I'm like, why did I do that in the first place? Because I'm an idiot. All right, we got 5 minutes left, guys. 5 minutes left on this before we get to claim our tokens. So I'm super stoked and excited. It'd be interesting to see. I'm going to take a quick little piss break because I'm kind of nervous as well. All right, I'm back. Are you guys ready? Whoo! I'm ready for this payday, baby. Yo, Seeker's trading. Does that mean it's available? Is that... Let's have a look. Can't claim it yet. Looks like they're adding in the liquidity right now. If you could do like a 30 seconds, 15-second chart. Okay. Liquidity's coming in. Looks like people are able to buy right now. Oh. Can't claim just yet. If everyone sells, that would be bad. Yes, it would be really bad. The thing is, I think it's pretty normal for the price to go quite low after a sale. It's just kind of how things are with the first initial kind of airdrops and how they go. It's just to be expected. Watch this kind of just dump really quickly. I might even just like do it like this so that we can see my claim alongside the market. So at this price, it's around 10 grand US my claim is worth. So 1 minute, guys. All right, get ready. 47, 45. Hopefully I don't need a refresh and I can just claim it. Make sure I'm in the right wallet. Yep. Everything's good to go. Should just be available to claim. Oh, price is tanking. Looks like claims have occurred. I think claims have definitely occurred, yeah. I might even set like a limit order so I can choose it. Dude, look at that chart. Oh my God. That's insane. Alright, should be able to claim now. I'll give it a refresh. Yo, what? It's not letting me claim. Let me refresh this shit. What's going on, guys? Let me claim my shit. Feel like such a degen right now. Everyone's just witnessing me being a degen right now. It's kind of funny. Alright, let's log in and re-log in. Maybe that helps. What's going on? Let me try through the mobile device. Does it just come into my mobile device or? Guys, if you couldn't tell by now, I feel like this shit. Dude, why is my Nightbot just deleting all the Blue's messages? What the hell? Okay. Well, I bet there's like a million people trying to claim right now, so it's not going to load on my mobile device. But it should work on here. There we go. All right, we've claimed it. Boom. So if we were to go to stake, you have claimed this much. Let's have a look at our wallet. Any second now. Boom, 6,000 US dollars, guys. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm probably just going to go here. And I'll probably sell like 100,000. And I might just set a limit order. So limit USDC. Dude, this chart is ridiculous, man. All right, we got 150,000. We're gonna sell it at a 1 cent. Stop loss. I don't really care about stop loss. So activate. Alright. Let's see if this works. Is that because you're developing? Yes. It's because I'm a developer that I was able to get the allocation. But yeah. I feel like that's... Can't complain, man. 6,000 US dollars, guys. What's it on now? It's probably less. See, it's already gone down to 5,000. But yeah, that's crazy. 5,000. So if we would go to USD to AUD, that is basically 5,000. 7.5 grand. Like, that's basically given us 10% of the way to our journey of hitting 100K. Like, that is just ridiculous, guys. So yeah, I hope this really helps show you guys the capabilities of crypto. You know, that's kind of what I want this to display. But yeah, this is just gonna let run now. It's probably gonna... I feel like it's a bit undervalued at this price, honestly. It should go around here, so I don't really want to sell my entire bag. But I'm just gonna sell a little bit just to, you know, have a bit of skin in the game, you know? If I integrate paying with crypto into my app, I can release on DApp. Yeah, 100%. 100%. $100,000 by next week. Yes, go. Let's go, Notorious. We're going to hit that. We're going to hit that. It doesn't need to be more than that. Nah, Blues, bro. Hey, if you want to learn how to do this, Blues, if you look at the very start of the stream, I give like an in-depth 20-minute discussion on exactly how to do this and how you can do it as well, and future opportunities like this. So look at the start of the stream if you want to understand that. Maybe don't do it now, but do it when I end. But yeah, all you need to do is incorporate crypto payments and boom, it's a crypto app, man. That's literally it. You don't need to overcomplicate it. But yeah. So if I was to market sell, wait, did it not go through? $150,000 at... So I think I should set one low, medium, and high. So low would be like 7.5. Place take profit sell. Maybe even like, what's this? 8.5. Bump this up to like just below it. And then we can set one. I can set another one, right? Yeah, I can. And we'll set one at 0.01. Actually, 0.01. Wait, no. 0.01. Set that. And then that's kind of all I want to sell at this price, to be honest. Like, I just feel like it's really undervalued. Looks like they've made an announcement. Nice. What are people saying? People complaining. It's chaotic in the chat right now. Add them zeros. I gotta change my stream title. You're right. I'm probably gonna do it from the next stream onwards. I watched at the very start. I was lurking because I didn't want to slow your roll by typing. I appreciate that. I actually appreciate that. There's a reason I wasn't trying to read the chat, because every time I read the chat, it like takes me off of my like flow, and then I like start messing up my like speech. I guess I need to create a Seeker dev account. It's super easy, bro. Go to this. Here, let me send it to you. Yeah, I'm pasting it in the chat. I don't know if I'll get flagged, but let me know if you can see that. I just pasted the link in the chat. I'm monetizing my app via subscription, but maybe I can make a dApp branch of my app that accepts crypto, then deploy it if I get a dev account. It's all the hand that's feeding, so you don't bite it. Yeah, 100%. Dude. Yeah, I think it's definitely worth looking into just incorporating crypto into your app, man. I think there's a lot of benefits to it. Like you can literally just, in your normal app, when users go to pay, you can literally add a plugin that lets users, instead of choosing their card, PayPal, they can press crypto. Like that's enough of it to be eligible for the App Store. Super easy, bro. But yeah, we've set our cells here. Now we can kind of just honestly get rid of these. I'm going to probably let that go in the background. It's going to be a bit distracting now when I dev, but it's fine. Also, music freaking went away. Did you make an individual account, and what did you put for website? For the website, I mean, you can just put if you have a Twitter account, you can just put your Twitter account. But otherwise, you can also just put your app account. I don't think they're too like strict on it. Better just put my LinkedIn. Hey, I mean, dude, if you put your LinkedIn, you're above like 99% of people in crypto, bro. Half of them motherfuckers don't even have a LinkedIn. All right. Let's try trade a market. One share bought cost me 81 cents. Verify 2.34. Okay, yep, worked. All right. Now that the filtering is gone for initialized markets, we should just be able to show all markets on the swipe app. On the swipe tab, I should say. However, let's make sure to prioritize the markets with higher volume and stick to our algorithm of showing one from each category before recycling. So for example, one market from economics, one market from politics, one market from culture, one market from crypto, etc. Ah, shit. But I reckon the pump fund will also be a really good opportunity. People hating. Token is dumping. Looks like it's stabilizing around here though. Probably go to 1 minute chart now. I'm honestly tempted to just move these up a bit. Because like the people that want to sell at that price, they're gonna do it. And I don't know if many people want to sell at that price. Can I should be able to move these up. Let's do like 0.014. I think it should touch these prices again. Because this just feels 0.0, and now I'll make this the low one, 0.01. Because that's just too low, man. Like, I don't know. This feels way too low, you know? Like, if we look at the total value, like 2,500 US, really? Like, that's nothing. Cool. Looks like purchasing and selling and stuff is working. All right, let's go ahead and just sell all. All right, let's see if we can bet on this. Placing bet. Trade executed. Cool. Now let's just sell it. In the sell modal, let's have a small tooltip icon that explains why users may be selling for a loss. We have already created this screen. It's the spread explainer that shows the selling and buying blocks. Let's expand on, just re-show that here. Hey, it's going back up. So if I was to just market sell 750 right now, it's about five grand. It's not bad. Can't complain. So 750 market sold at like $11 grand at 0.15 is not bad. I think it's got a chance to go to 2. Honestly, never know. Agent has a question for you. I've added a help icon. I noticed when I swipe down to skip, the blue highlight animation has disappeared. Can we bring it back? Similar to how swiping right makes the card highlight green and swiping left makes the card highlight red, I want the swiping down to make the card highlight blue. There we go. Cool. I just swiped down, but I held onto the screen and then went to swipe yes, and then went to swipe no, and then went back into the middle. And then what ended up happening was the card just swiped down anyway. Is there a way to make it that there needs to it needs to pass like a certain level or something. I don't know. Because let's say I swipe down and then I change my mind and my thumb is still on the screen. It shouldn't activate when I let go. Does that make sense? If I've put my thumb back into the center of the screen. Cheers, bro. Let's see if the long tap helps. Yeah, cool. Are we able to add a ripple-like animation where the user's thumb is if they long tap on a card, and it's basically like showing them that if they continue to hold for longer, then it'll expand into a card, and then it should kind of like feel like a pop at the end when it expands into the discovery card. Let's see if it can do this. Nice. There we go. Guys, the app's looking good. We pumping. Yo, what the hell? I didn't even notice. It goes up like 5 cents. Not even 5 cents. It goes up like a fraction of a cent. We pumping. So funny. No, but seriously though, we are pumping a little bit. Just a little bit. Super dubs. So that means if I actually had my sell target on here, it would have sold. How much would it have sold for? So right now it's worth around 1100. Not bad. Nearly 6 grand. It's decent, man. Told you guys it would go up, man. This coin's undervalued, bro. People like trade on emotion, man. Like they're seeing it go lower and it's like, bro, it ain't going lower than that, dude. This is the official Solana team, bro. Have you sold yet, Coco? Hold diamond hands. Yes, sir, Blues. Hey, you know some crypto terminology. Please, have you traded a few shit coins before? Be honest with us. Have you traded a few meme coins? Don't lie now. Don't lie. What is this blue line? Did I draw this on accident? I think I must have. Oh, it's the MACD. We can remove that. Yeah, I feel like this should at least be at 100 mil or something. It just doesn't make sense, you know? Oh, I don't mind that. The ripple seems to be slightly off. Now, I don't know how I'm going to capture this. Let's try this. So, I should have captured that. You can see that the ripple occurs slightly off of the where I actually touched it. Is that, can you look into fixing that? I want to make sure it's a bit more accurate so it doesn't look janky. And then I'm just going to delete this. Oh shit! Oh, it worked. Alright, cool. If anyone could interpret what just happened there, then you're a whisper flow OG. Music was a bit loud, wasn't it? My bad. Yo, it's pumping. We're nearly at 1 cent. Let's go. See, I told y'all. I told y'all we gonna make it out the hood. We gonna make it out the hood, man. We gonna make it out this hood, man. We gonna make it out the rat race with this, man. My mama ain't gonna be homeless no more, man. I'm gonna buy my mama a house with this, man. Dude, come on, just give me like a fat little boop, and then it'll sell my amount, and then it boop, come back down. Come on, mate. You know you want to. The other little tip that I have is like whole numbers. People don't like. So many people are looking to sell at this whole number that it's actually good to usually sell a bit below it. It's like 0.009 or something. But I feel like this goes higher, like around here. So I'm gonna keep it there. Hey, I could be wrong. But if we were to actually sell like my entire bag right now, we're nearly at, dude, look, closing in on $7 grand now. So hey, y'all saw I almost sold around here. I almost sold. You guys saw that, right? So kind of happy. Kind of maybe a little bit happy. I actually got 790 because I got my mobile amount as well. But yeah, we pumping, baby. We pumping for real, dog. I've been around the internet. I've never traded, lol. Still holding. Bro, not making it out. Bro, what do you mean I'm not making it out, man? Come on, bro. Have some faith. Have some faith in your boy, bro. Have some faith in your boy. What do you mean I'm not gonna make it out, man? What you mean I'm not gonna make it out? Alright, so let me see if this works. Still a bit off, but I'm wondering if it's just because it's on offset where your finger actually is. The problem is the card has transforms applied, rotation position that affect the coordination calculation. Let me fix that. Now up here, exactly where your finger touches the fix. Alright, well maybe it'll be better with let me republish. You not is over. What's that mean? Slind C. How you doing, brother? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you're having a good time. Don't know why I'm talking like this. Maybe because I feel good, look good, smell good. Actually, I look chopped right now, bro. You looking at my haircut right now? Dude, bro, the barber messed my shit up, man. Try giving a ripple to the image, not an overlay. Can we try to give the ripple to the image, not the overlay? Can we give the ripple effect to the image, not the overlay? Good idea. Let me see if that works. Oh no, we tanking, bro. We tanking, bro. Oh no, bro. Oh no. Oh no. 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 It's funny. You look like a Mexican from Tijuana. That barber really messed up, bro. I know he messed me up bad. We backseat Vibecoder right here. Yeah. Hey, that's so true. Hey, I don't mind a bit of backseating, by the way. Like, I know I'm shit at this. All right. I know that there's room for improvement here. So if you guys want to help, then I'm all for it. Okay. I do not mind a bit of help. Not in the slightest. All right. Alright, doesn't look like that worked though. So hey, maybe I gotta start asking you for help, Blues. Maybe you're on timeout for a little bit, man. Hey, what is this shit, man? What's going on here? What's this? Nah, I'm joking though. I feel like the ripple effect happens a little too quickly. For example, if I touch to swipe, the ripple still shows for a split second and then goes away. Is it possible to set like a slight delay to see where the user is gonna swipe or not or whatever? And after this, I've already started deploying, haven't I? Yep. Keen to test this properly on the app. No. Yeah, dude, he actually fucked me up. Dude, look at this shit. And you can't laugh, right? I don't want no laughing. Alright, let me get in a good angle, yeah. I gotta make sure this shit looks alright. What's that? Dude, he fucked my shit up, dude. Dude, he actually fucked me up. Dude. Oh, it's actually so embarrassing. I'm seeing my girlfriend tonight. She's gonna freaking hate me. She's like, what the hell happened over there? What happened to you over there? Who hurt you on that holiday? Honestly, I'm an idiot for even getting a haircut while traveling, because I feel like that's kind of like a no-no, right? Hey, Replit, blow my app up. Hey, Replit, make me a $1 billion app. Oh, dude, I saw this funny ass short, and I'm gonna try and recreate it. Oh, bro, let me show you guys. Dude, this cracked me up. This short cracked me the fuck up. I'm gonna show you guys because it's hilarious. Dude, look at this. This is my Instagram, by the way. If you're not following, what are you doing, bro? Could shoot the shit on here. It's not really vibe coding related, but if that's something you're interested in, you want to see a bit more of my personal life. Alright, watch this. This is so funny. This is so funny, bro. Watch this. Let me make sure this is coming through.
Hey there.
Shut up.
Sounds like... Sure
I need a note-taking app that will generate me $1 billion per year. Now.
Going big, I see. Well, let's
Shut
zoom
up.
a little.
No flowery language. Just give it to me.
Absolutely. No flowery language. So, to get to a
More
billion
concise.
Got it. Straight to the point. If you really want to
Just do it.
from a note-taking app...
Just do it. Just do it. ChatGPT.
Dude, is that not the funniest freaking shit ever? Oh, crack me out seeing that, man. Can't be looking at that page, bro. Can't be looking at that page. That shit's gonna scare me. That's just... Alright, app is published. Let's go back to my mobile device just real quickly. Quick little sub count check. We're at 1609 right now. So hey, if you want to make it the 1610, that would be pretty lit. We're aiming for 100,000 this year. So when we get there, we're going to celebrate. Maybe I do a giveaway or something. All right, so we're going back to Sway. Now I'm just going to refresh this so the deployment comes through correctly. And we've got a bunch of markets available. Put music back on. And I just want to swipe on a bunch of them. Put the volume down for the music. Yeah, cool. I think that's a good level, right? Yeah, that's a good level. All right. So we got $15. Let's go here. Let's make a trade. All right. When I go to swipe, yes, it's not working. think that could be because of the ripple effect. I think I'm gonna take the ripple effect out entirely. So let's just go back here. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Hey, we tried it. We tried it, all right? It just didn't work out. Cheated on your barber? Yeah, I did. I'll follow up, show the screen, brother. The shut up. Low-key, funny as no follow back gang. Hey, I'll follow you back, bro. What are you talking about? Bro, I'll follow you back. What up? Welcome, bro. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Software engineer. Sheesh. Sheesh. What's going on over here, man? Bro, are we on life support right now? What's chat saying? What's the Discord chat saying? Bro, what the hell is this? I can't rate that. I'm gonna say this guy. It's funny. It's always funny looking at the chat when a big airdrop happens for the first time. Because you know that shit's just going to be bonkers. Alright. Let's refresh. See any users coming into my app. Nice. We got someone using the app as we speak. Alright, cool. Reverting. Now let's republish. I'm never on Instagram. Shit is so brain rot. Bro, I completely agree, man. I'm barely on Instagram as well. If you look at my last post, it was like a year ago. I told myself that the only social media platforms I'm allowed to use are the ones that I'm actually, posting and trying to grow my career on, None of that consumption BS. Like, by the way, that short that you saw, that was funny earlier. I'm going to try and recreate it. So, don't laugh at me for stealing content. Yeah, don't tell anyone. Shh. Couldn't zoom in the camera, so I had to go toward the camera. Crazy. Yeah, you do, bro. X is a good one. Honestly, just like, if you go to, here, I'll show you. A good one to do if you don't have many followers is go to communities here, and you can actually join a community, and if you post and inside this community, you're guaranteed to get like at least 100 views or something from just people within this community. And so if you have no followers, this is a really good way to grow and get started. Alright, it's publishing. Yeah, just post in communities, man. It's literally the game. I want this to deploy. All right. Anyways, I'm probably going to wrap up here. Now, I'm going to wrap up here because I actually need to work on some short form content. So I think what I'm going to do is tomorrow, we've basically got this, we've just made all these updates that I think have actually greatly improved the app. So tomorrow, let's just test out these updates. And if it's good to go, let's launch. Because I know if I test out these updates now, we're going to be live streaming for like another hour or two. And as much as I want to, I do have a bit of a tight schedule today. First day back. And I want to pump out some short form content. I want to schedule this long form content that I showed you guys earlier. So I'm going to catch you here. Appreciate you guys keeping me company. Thank you, Blues. I actually had a very fun time live streaming today. Appreciate you giving me company and cracking jokes along the way with me. Thank you, Coco, for coming in. Thank you, Nefarious. Thank you, Kaya. Thank you, everyone. I'll catch you guys in the next stream, which will be tomorrow. But yeah, peace out. I hope everyone has a good day.